Hello, my super kids. I'm glad to have you back to my class. I am Mr. Emmanuel Otuada. Today, you will be learning communicable diseases. Communicable diseases are diseases that can be spread from an infected person to another person. Communicable diseases are also called infectious diseases. Communicable diseases are spread through germs and pathogens such as bacteria, viruses, fungi, parasites, and toxins. How are communicable diseases spread? They are spread through number 1, direct contact, and number 2, indirect contact. In direct contact, the disease is spread from one person to another when they come together in contact, while indirect contact can be spread from a distance. So let's look at direct contact in details. Direct contact involves spreading the disease when individuals come in contact from person to person contact, that is, from an infected person to an uninfected person, and these can spread. Direct contact can be spread through sexually transmitted form. Direct contact can also be transferred from mother to unborn baby. That means it's infected through the umbilical cord of the baby to the mother. Direct contact can also be spread through droplet from an infected person, and when this droplet come in contact with uninfected person, the person becomes infected. So this is a way of spreading diseases. The indirect contact. These are diseases that are spread through indirect contact with the infected person. This can be spread through the air without touching the person. So just by breathing the infected air, the person becomes contaminated, or by touching objects that an infected person has already touched. Common cold, TB, chickenpox. These are some of the diseases that can be spread through indirect contact through the air. Even touching a doorknob just by opening the door that is already opened by an infected person can get an uninfected person infected. Sharp objects like blades, clippers, syringes can also infect persons indirectly. Then, food and drinking water can also be forms through which diseases are transferred indirectly. Then, animal contact, touching an infected animal are other ways through which diseases can also be spread from one person to another. Insects are also carriers of diseases indirectly. Mosquitoes, fleas, ticks, birds, mammals transfer diseases to humans through their contact, like malaria, West Nile virus, tick bite fever, and yellow fever are some of the diseases transferred. Now, let's look at some of the diseases that are transferred through water, which are the waterborne diseases. Examples of such diseases are we have cholera, dysentery, diarrhea, and typhoid fever. These diseases are basically transferred through contaminated water, food, or improperly cooked food. Airborne diseases are spread through the air when an infected person sneezes or coughs into the air and is inhaled by an uninfected person. The person gets infected. Example of such diseases is measles, cough, flu, mumps, and chickenpox. These diseases are spread through the air. Another group of disease that can be spread are those spread through animals, through contact with animals, either through their bite or through their touch. Example of such diseases are rabies, caused by bite from cats and dogs, malaria, caused by the bite of the female Anopheles mosquito, yellow fever, caused by the Aedes mosquito, Lassa fever, caused by the bite of rats. Then we also have the sexually transmitted diseases known as the STDs. These diseases are caused through sexual intercourse with an infected person or by contact with the body fluid of an infected person. Examples of such diseases include gonorrhea, HIV/AIDS, syphilis, and herpes. These diseases are very dangerous and they can cause serious harm to an infected person. In fact, HIV/AIDS is one of the leading causes of death yearly, as it is very devastating on the health, family life, finance, and the general economy of a nation. Communicable disease prevention. How can we prevent communicable disease? So look at the various ways through which communicable disease can be prevented. Adhere to them strictly and you will be safe from diseases. I know you've learned so much learning about communicable diseases. Remember, health, they say, is wealth. Stay safe. Bye.